Hello, my name is Kelly Bluin. Welcome to episode 10 of our Christmas Junk Journal series. I am so excited for today. We've been doing a lot of doodling, a lot of just drawing cute little things. I adore, where are they? I adore the little mouse and skater stamps that we made. They're so cute. But today we're going to do some real, true junk journaling, okay? So I've got my little journal here, just like hopefully you have. If you do not, grab anything that you have. And then I've been trying to mention, probably haven't mentioned it enough, but letting you know that you should be collecting junk, okay? So when I think about junk, I think about the theme, so it is the holidays. So anything that I have that's a receipt or a label or a tag that has something holiday or those colors on it, I'm going to keep it, okay? Let me show you a few things. Last night I was out with my cousin. She got me a beautiful gift, and at the end she said, "You don't want to keep the tissue paper, do you?" And I was like, yes, actually I do. And look how cute. Little gingerbread guys and some blue tissue. So I've got that. This was a card that I got in a kit a long time ago, but how cute is that? I might use that. I saved a receipt from Target and Costco that I thought maybe I would cut those symbols out, those logos, just to represent, you know, all of the shopping, all of the money that we spend. And one of my Christmas cards had this beautiful stamp on it, so I'm going to cut that out. Another Christmas card had this cute thing on top of it. Of course, I saved the photo part, and hopefully they don't stop by and visit and go, "Where'd the top of my card go?" But I cut off the top because look at how cute that is. Okay. I saved this, but I don't know if I'll use it. This is just a Hershey Kiss wrapper, but shiny and cute. This was a tote bag I bought for a gift I'm giving for a party I'm going to. And I thought, well, it's got lots of green in it. It has this cute little snowflake ornament and gift. I could even cut out the little bag if I wanted. I could even cut out the word Christmas. So I saved that. This has nothing to do with the holidays, but I have started playing pickleball in the last maybe 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm obsessed. And all I want for Christmas is pickleball things. So I thought how fun to take their brochure and cut out the logo because it's part of my holiday season. It's how I'm, you know, kind of getting some energy out every day in this cold weather. And it's so fun. This is an envelope. Nothing special, but look, I could cut a corner. I could even fold this in if I wanted to. And I have a little pocket to put something in. I love it. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. And then inside your kit, if you got a kit, was this, you know, nice little letter. But you could cut out the QR code. You could paste the QR code somewhere in your junk journal. And if you ever want to go back and watch the videos, it's right here. You could cut out this cute little sign. You could cut out this beautiful little garland. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out the little garland. I didn't even go through my container of old scrapbooking supplies where I'm certain I have holiday paper, holiday stickers. It's amazing what you can find around your house. Okay, inside our kits was this little packet here that had some fun things in it. That's something we could use as a pocket, or we could cut out pieces of it and use that. Also, every kit had tissue paper. We all had different ones. I think I had 3 different ones total. How beautiful. Even the packing paper that was in your kit can be used. Okay, so, oh, here's my little Hershey Kiss candy cane little flag thing. So cute. All right, if you do not have junk saved, I want you to pause this video and I want you to take 10 minutes, dig through your trash. Not really, but you could find a label. Even the Chex Mix that I was eating today was in a pretty bag with snowflakes on it. Like just the manufacturer's wrapping had that on there. So find some junk that you can play with. Then you need your scissors, and you need a glue stick, and you need a pen. All right, grab those things, meet me back here. Are you back? Did you find some things? So I'm just taking a moment to cut apart some of my stuff. So this is a little snowflake from our bag. I cut it off the top in case I want to use this bottom part later. Definitely want to use this and this. I want to use my tissue paper that I got as a gift. So I'm going to cut a little section out of that. I can cut these down even more later if I want. Let's see, I'm going to cut part of my packing paper. I'll take some of my tissue that was in my kit. So if you're not quite sure what junk journaling is, I want you to go on social media. I want you to type it in, and it is amazing. There are people that junk journal like every day of their lives, or some people do weekly and they just save stuff. I've done that before, like over a summer season, where I save things throughout the week, and then instead of throwing them in the garbage, I put them in a junk journal. And some people, like my daughter, she kind of plans around an aesthetic. So she picks colors that she likes from different things that she has. It's all junk, but she just finds, you know, pretty things. Mine tend to be very haphazard. I just like piling, kind of more of a collage without a theme, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if when I was little, maybe that's what I enjoyed, is this that free form, creating whatever you want. Here's my little pickleball club I belong to. I have a lot more stuff here than I'll probably need or use. Like I was going to use this, but I don't know if I've got room for it. I'm gonna cut out the Target symbol. So just prep along with me. I love that. Okay, that's probably enough things for now. All right, move things out of the way. Look at my cute little pile. Then I'm going to open up my book. Now, we have a couple of options, as always. So one option would be you could pick a new piece of paper, like just whatever you have around the house, and you could junk journal on top of it, and then you could slide it into this pocket so that it's something you can pull out and look at later. That would be adorable. You also could junk journal on top of this if you wanted to, but I think it's too pretty. So I'm going to go into this little flip book, and I'm going to choose this page right here, and I'm going to pile things on here. Just a pile. And I feel like it's going to end up being one of my favorite pages because it's just this collection of things that would have ended up in the garbage. Okay, I think I'm going to start with my brown crinkle paper. So I'm just going to figure out how big I want it. And I'm going to cut it down. It's not even, it's not perfect. In fact, if I want, I could rip it. This is true junk journaling, you guys. All right, fill it with glue. And this is just kind of a, not really a guided lesson. It's more that I'm gonna junk journal and you can junk journal alongside me and you don't have to do what I'm doing. But look at that, we have our first piece down. Now I like this one because it's nice and dark. Do I want it crinkled for some texture? Do I want it flat? I'm gonna crinkle mine. I love little bits of sparkle in there. I'm just gonna cut out a section. And I'm gonna layer it. I like that crinkled look. You can kind of crinkle it once you get it on your paper. That's fun. And then as I have little things I'm not going to use, I'm going to throw them away or recycle them or put them back in my box for later. Okay, I've got those things. How about my gingerbread paper? It's so cute. Let's see. I kind of like this little couple holding hands. So how about I cut them out? You know, they're super light, so maybe I'll save them for later so they don't get lost. I'm gonna save them for a little bit. Okay. What else have I got? Do I have this big Merry Christmas thing? So it's kind of big for here. I could put it sideways. I could put it in the middle of these two pages. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not sure yet what we're doing on here. That's going to be another day. What if I put it here and I just have part of it going to the other side? Another thing that I happen to have is I've done a lot of photo cards over the years. I didn't do them this year, but I used to. And then I saved like the extras. And so how fun would that be to go back and take some of my extra photo cards, you know, keep at least a couple of them, but take an old one and cut up the little pictures on it or cut up the designs. That doesn't want to stick. Why not? I always taught my kindergartners, count to 10, be patient. Ooh, I think it worked. So that's kind of cute, right? I like that. Okay, this may have to be a 2-page junk journal because I have so much stuff. All right, what else do I want on here? So I really wanted my Ace pickleball, but if it doesn't really fit, then maybe I'll tuck it into a pocket. So it's just something that I have, but doesn't have to be part of this collage. Because I still have so much. I have my Target, my Costco, this little thing. All right, is that all I have? I think that's all I set aside. All right, I'm just gonna keep adding glue, adding layers. It can be at an angle. I'm going to cut this out more like a circle. All right, 2 of my stores. This cute snowflake from our bag. Look at this, you guys. I'm just piling. That's all I'm doing. It is not fancy. It's not even necessarily pretty. It's just fun. It's therapeutic. It's calming. I love this little candy cane flag. Ooh, wouldn't it be cute if I bent it and had it sticking out the side? But it's kind of too fragile. I feel like it's going to rip. Okay, instead, I'll put it here. Look at that, perfection. I have this pretty stamp. I used to get so many Christmas cards in the mail, and people just don't do them that much anymore. I think it's because we all sort of keep in touch on social media. And so you don't really need to see a picture of my husband and kids and I smiling in matching sweaters, you know, whatever. They're adorable. But people don't need it, I don't think, as much. And we're all so busy, we don't take the time to take those pictures, get them made into cards. So when I do get a Christmas card, I'm just so excited if it has a pretty little stamp on it or a fun little thing that I can use. Okay, I have these little guys. Where should they go? I kind of want them over here. So that's where I'm going to put them. Look at that. All right, I'm going to grab a couple more things. I have this Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I think I'm just going to cut out the words A Merry Little Christmas. Where can it go? Down here? I think up here. Do a little more layering. I don't need Costco on top. I'm going to do this. I love that. I even have these little leftover stars or little X's from that part of that little card. And they're so pretty. What if I put those somewhere? Okay, you guys, that's amazing, right? Yours is gonna look so different than mine. And this weekend on Show and Tell Sunday, this is the page I want you to show me. I want you to show me the stuff that you collected and how you displayed it. That is so cool. So I did say grab a pen, which I thought I'd have more room. I'm kind of out of room. But if you want, you can take your pen and you can do some little doodles. You can write some words. So let's see, I could write, I heart pickleball. Now it's part of my collage. And it's mine. Nobody else cares. Nobody else. Doesn't matter to anybody else that I like pickleball, does it? Put a little heart up here. Let's do the word love. Let's do love inside the target symbol. Because why not? Just take your pen and add some fun little details or tangles. Kind of loving hearts right now. All right, you know what? That's probably enough. Okay, it's not enough. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna write shop because I've been shopping. I'm gonna write bunco because I have a really fun group of girls I play bunco with. Bunco, shopping, pickleball, videos, because I'm recording videos every day. Games. When my daughter comes over and visits, we play games. Baking. I'm doing lots of baking lately. Okay. Look at how easy that was. So fun, totally different than any other page in our junk journal. And I love it. And if I want, I can keep saving things, put them in this little pocket here, and I can do another page later. But I love this, and I hope that you do as well. Put a little heart between these two. I'm going to put Brian, my husband, and Kelly. We're so cute. All right, I hope you had fun with that one. It's the weekend, so I will not see you the next 2 days, but I will see you again on Monday. We're getting really close to Christmas. I hope that you're not getting too stressed out. I hope that you're finding lots of lovely moments, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. It's getting more difficult to close this thing. There we go.